Once upon a chilling autumn night, in the heart of the sleepy town of Willowbrook, stood the imposing and desolate Blackwood Manor. Its dark, brooding silhouette loomed ominously against the backdrop of the full moon. The townsfolk spoke of it in hushed tones, warning one another to stay away from the accursed place. It was said that the mansion was haunted by the vengeful spirit of Lady Eleanor Blackwood, who had met a tragic end within its walls. Our story begins with Emily, a curious and adventurous young woman who had recently moved to Willowbrook. Emily had heard the legends but scoffed at the idea of ghosts and hauntings. She was determined to prove the townsfolk wrong and set out to spend a night in Blackwood Manor. As Emily approached the mansion, the cold wind seemed to whisper her name, and the rustling leaves echoed like distant cries. Ignoring the foreboding signs, she pushed open the heavy, creaking door and stepped into the darkness within. The interior of the mansion was as eerie as the tales suggested. Dust-covered furniture draped in white sheets lined the grand hallways. Flickering candlelight cast unsettling shadows on the faded, peeling wallpaper. Emily's footsteps echoed through the empty chambers as she explored the labyrinthine mansion. Hours passed, and Emily began to doubt her decision. She wandered into a room on the second floor, where the air grew icy and her breath materialized in front of her. A grand mirror stood in the corner, reflecting a pale and trembling version of herself. She turned to leave, but the door slammed shut with an ear-piercing bang. Panic gripped her as she struggled to open it, but it remained firmly locked. As Emily's heart raced, she heard faint, mournful whispers echoing through the room. "Leave this place," they seemed to say. Trembling, she faced the mirror, and her own reflection seemed to shift and contort, revealing a ghastly figure behind her. A spectral woman dressed in tattered Victorian clothing. The apparition was Lady Eleanor Blackwood herself. Her eyes, hollow and filled with anguish, bore into Emily's soul. Her lips trembled, forming words that sent shivers down Emily's spine. "Release me from this torment," she pleaded. Tears welled in Emily's eyes as she realized the truth of the legends. Lady Eleanor's spirit was trapped in the mansion, cursed to wander its haunted halls for eternity. Emily's curiosity had led her into a nightmare. Desperate to escape, Emily searched for a way to break the curse. She scoured the library for any clues, uncovering a hidden diary that revealed the tragic tale of Lady Eleanor's death. It spoke of betrayal, heartbreak, and a forbidden love that had led to her demise. Armed with this newfound knowledge, Emily confronted Lady Eleanor's spirit. She vowed to help set her free by reuniting her with her lost love, whom she had been torn apart from in life. With determination and courage, Emily embarked on a perilous journey to mend the shattered love story and put to rest the vengeful spirit that haunted Blackwood Manor. But the malevolent forces within the mansion fought back, throwing terrifying apparitions and nightmarish visions at Emily. She battled through the horrors, driven by her unwavering resolve to bring peace to Lady Eleanor's soul. As the night wore on, Emily's quest neared its climax. She stood in the very room where Lady Eleanor had met her tragic end, facing the ghostly apparition once more. With trembling hands, Emily recited the words of love and redemption she had uncovered in the diary. A blinding light enveloped the room, and the mansion seemed to quake. Emily and Lady Eleanor were transported to a garden bathed in ethereal moonlight, where Lady Eleanor was finally reunited with her lost love. Their spirits embraced, and a sense of serenity washed over them. With a final, grateful glance, Lady Eleanor and her love faded away, leaving Emily alone in the moonlit garden. The curse was broken, and Blackwood Manor was at peace. Emily returned to the town of Willowbrook, forever changed by her nightmarish ordeal. She had not only proven the existence of the supernatural, but also helped two tormented souls find solace in each other's arms. But as she left the mansion behind, Emily couldn't help but wonder if the spirits of Blackwood Manor had truly departed, or if the darkness still lingered within its walls, waiting for the next curious soul to cross its threshold. As Emily and Nathaniel delved into the dark history of Blackwood Manor, they pieced together a more complex and tragic tale than they could have ever imagined. The mansion had been the stage for not only Lady Eleanor's suffering, but also a series of dark deeds and betrayals that had plagued Willowbrook for centuries. With their mission complete, Emily and Nathaniel left Blackwood Manor behind, knowing that they had not only uncovered the truth, but also played a part in setting the spirits free. The mansion, now void of its malevolent aura, stood as a silent sentinel in the sleepy town of Willowbrook, its dark history finally laid to rest. As Emily and Nathaniel returned to their lives, they shared a deep bond forged by their shared experiences in the haunted mansion. They knew that the legends of Blackwood Manor would live on, but they had brought peace to its tormented spirits, leaving the darkness of the past behind and embracing the promise of a new day.